This video is about practice for classifying conic sections. Number 3. Classify each conic section and write its equations in standard form. From A through D, they are standard form already. According to the standard form, we know for A, that's a hyperbola. For B, that's an ellipse. That's over here. For C, will be parabola. For D, that's a circle. For E, this is a general form for a conic section. According to this flow chart, we know this is a circle because we have same coefficient on x squared and y squared. I write down the reason like this, the same coefficient on x squared and y squared. We want to figure out the center and the radius. You need to change this one into standard form by doing completing square. We know for completing square, here's the formula. We have x squared plus bx. Then you add b over 2 squared. So you will get something squared. This will be your x. This will be the b over 2. Therefore, you will put all x together, all y together. Put a constant number the other side, that's 10. Then for x squared minus 6x, you need to add b over 2 squared. That will be negative 3 squared. For y squared plus 8y, you need to add b over 2 squared. That will be 4 squared. Equals, this is a 10 bring down. Since you add negative 3 squared on the left side, you have to add to the right side. Since you add 4 squared on the left side, you have to add to the right side. Then we will do completing square. This 3 completing square will be x, bring this down, negative 3 squared, plus. This one, you will get y plus 4 squared equals 35. Therefore, center, whenever you see square means linear. Therefore, this is h, this is k. 3, negative 4. Radius will be square root of 35. Do the square root of this. For f, we know this is a circle because we have the same coefficient on x squared and y squared. We still need to do the completing square. For completing square, x squared plus bx plus b over 2 squared. Then you can get x plus b over 2 squared. So you need to put all x's together. Then all y together. Put a constant number the other side. You have to create this x squared plus bx first. Therefore, I take a 4 outside for x. You will get the x squared minus 4x. Then you need to add b over 2 squared. That will be negative 4 divided by 2. That's negative 2. Then plus. You take a 4 outside again. You got the y squared plus 8 divided by 4. That's 2y. Then add b over 2 squared. b is 2. Therefore, you get 1 squared equals 10. plus. You need to add a negative 2 squared. Don't forget the number before that. That will be 4 times the negative 2 squared. Then you got the 1 squared. So you put the 4 times the 1 squared. Then you got to do completing square now. You will get, bring down this 4. Get the x minus 2 squared. Because for negative 2 go here, this is the x. Then plus 4. This is a square. Then get the y here. Get the 1 plus 1 equals. You can put all this into the graphing calculator. You will get 30. Since we need a 1 before this x minus 2 squared, therefore you need to divide it by 4. Then you need to reduce. You get the x minus 2 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 30 over 4. For center, you will get 2, negative 1. Both lighter because you have square. Radians, we go to square root of 30 over 4. Square root of 4, that's 2. Square root of 30, you cannot simplify. You can keep like that. For G, this will be ellipse because you have same sign but different coefficient on x squared and y squared. Reason will be the same sign but different coefficient on x squared and y squared. This will be the completing square formula. Now we put all x together, y together. We got 4x squared minus 8x plus 2y squared plus 12y equal to 6. Then we will create x squared plus bx. Therefore, we take 4 outside. You will get the x squared minus 2x. Then plus b over 2 squared. That will be negative 1 because this negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Then plus. This one I will take 2 outside. Got the y squared plus 6y. Then add b over 2 squared will be 3 squared. b is 6. Then equals. Bring down this 6. Then plus. Don't forget the factor before this b over 2 squared. 4 times negative 1 squared. Then plus 2 times 3 squared. Then we will get the completing square. Got x minus 1 squared. Then plus 2 y plus 3 squared equals 28. Since for ellipse, you have to make sure on the right side equals to 1. Therefore, I divided by 28. For every single term. Then I reduce. You will get, this is 7, here's 14. This will be 1. X minus 1 squared over 7 plus y plus 3 squared over 14 equals 1. This will be standard form. For H, we know this is a parabola because only y squared, no x squared in this equation. The reason you could see only y squared, we don't have x squared in this equation. For standard form of this parabola, you get x equals or y equals. Therefore, you will move all y squared and a y and constant number the other side. We only get the x equals negative 5y squared minus 10y plus 26. Remember, when you cross the river, change the sign. Count equal sign as a river. Then you will form completing square. This is a completing square formula. Create the x squared plus bx. Therefore, for y squared and y, I will take negative 5 outside. You will get the y squared. Negative 10 divided by negative 5, that's positive 2y. Then you need to add b over 2 square here. That will be 1. On the same side, you have to subtract 1 square, but don't forget the factor before that. That will be negative 5 times 1 square. Then bring down this 26 over here. You will get negative 5 y plus 1 square. This one, work this out. You will get negative is a positive. So positive 5 plus 26, that's 31. Then x equals negative 5 times y plus 1 square plus 31 will be the standard form. For I, this will be hyperbola because we have different sign on x squared and y squared. One more time, this is a hyperbola, different sign on x squared and y squared. That will be the reason. For I, we have to put all x together, all y together, and constant number the other side. So we got the 4x squared minus 8x minus 2y squared plus 16y equals 48. Then you got to use completing square. Create the x squared plus bx. Therefore, take a 4 outside. You will get the x squared minus 2x. Then you add b over 2 squared. Negative 2 divided by 2, that will be negative 1. Then for y squared and y, you have to take negative 2 outside. You will get the y squared. 16 divided by negative 2 is negative 8y. Then you need to add b over 2 squared will be negative 4 squared. Then equals 48. Since you add negative 1 square on the left side, you have to add negative 1 square on the right side. But don't forget this 4. So 4 times negative 1 square. I add a negative 4 square on the left side. You have to add negative 4 square on the right side. But don't forget this negative 2. So I put the negative 2 here. Then we got to do completing square. I will get the x minus 1 square minus 2y minus 4 square. This one just drop down here. Equals, you will get the 20. Since for hyperbola, you need to get 1 on the right side. Therefore, we divide by 20. Then you will get the x minus 1 square over 5 minus, here's 10, y minus 4 square, then equal to 1. This will be the standard form.